lecture will be an hour or more. Yeah. So we will have a lecture and continue by Q&A. And okay, without any further delay, to Dr. Normizan Bakar, the time is yours.
Okay, thank you very much. How can I share the content? I share the my screen. How can we share screen? Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Can you watch the screen?
Yes, clearly, Doc.
Okay, thank you very much. So, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and selamat petang. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya wal mursalin wa ala alihi washabihi ajma'in. Rabbi sholli sadri wa yassir li amri wa hlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Allahumma shalli ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali sayyidina Muhammad. So thank you for inviting me to give this lecture. I think this is the third time, right? Betul? And thank you for joining my lecture today. So what I'm going to give today is about what we call it as a new trade theory. Can you hear me clearly, Doctor?
Yes, Doctor.
Okay, that's good. So actually last class we already discussed about the game theory. Okay, so we already know about the game theory. So today I would like to continue our discussion on that part. And then we go for the paper of Brendar. Okay. In our topic on the poster, it said that I'm going to give a lecture about Brendar, Spancer, and Krugman model, but I don't think we can go for the Krugman model today regarding the time that we have. So I'm going to give my lecture in English and Malay. So hari ini kita akan meneruskan perbincangan kita dalam apa yang kita panggil sebagai teori baru dalam perdagangan antarabangsa, di mana dia akan menganalisis pasaran dalam bentuk persaingan tak sempurna. So dalam kelas kita yang lepas, kita dah belajar tentang game theory, and then kita dah tahu bagaimana konsep asas dalam game theory. So hari ini kita akan teruskan perbincangan itu. Kita akan review sikit supaya kita faham dengan konsep Nash equilibrium, subgame perfect dan perbezaan antara those kita panggil apa, normal form dan juga extensive form. So here is my outline today. There is the first we are going to review the game theory. Okay, we go in depth about Nash equilibrium and subgame perfect Nash equilibrium, NE and SPNE. We already know about it, but we just have done about 2 games about finding the Nash equilibrium and 1 game about subgame perfect Nash equilibrium. So today we are going to recap these parts, and then we go more about normal form and extensive form, or so-called the static game and dynamic game. And then the remaining time we are going to discuss, or our main purpose today is going to discuss the Brendar and Spancer. So those monkeys that you have also joined my class today. Okay, so thank you. And then hari ini apa yang kita nak perhatikan adalah kita nak lihat pengenalan kepada game theory dan juga Nash equilibrium. Game theory, so apa yang kita nak perhatikan itu adalah Nash equilibrium, konsep yang kita guna untuk menganalisis game theory. Okay, dan juga subgame perfect Nash equilibrium. So kita akan perhatikan apa yang kita panggil normal form dan juga extensive form ataupun static game dan dynamic game. So last kelas kita dapati yang kita kata static game tu yang sequential tu, yang pada masa yang sama tu kita panggil static game. Dia masa yang berbeza itu kita panggil dynamic game. Nampak kan? So semua masih faham lagi macam mana kita nak dapat mengenai equilibrium kan? Okay. And then kita akan pergi kepada kita punya main topik hari ini, iaitu kita nak faham model Brendar and Spancer. Okay, ini model yang awal kepada menganalisis pasaran antarabangsa dalam konteks persaingan tak sempurna. So kita akan perhatikan ini. Okay. So ini the books here are the books that I use for this lecture. So there is 3 books. The first one is Game Theory for Applied Economics by Robert Gibbons. This is the best book I think in this topic. Okay, for those who want to go in depth about the game theory, you can open this book, Robert Gibbons. And the second book, also I have 4 books here. The second book is The Game Theory in International Economics by Milan. So this book summarizes all the papers about this topic. And then the third one by Krugman. So this is the what we call it booking chapter. It's about the strategic trade policy and new international economics. Okay, so Krugman edits this book. So it discusses about the those model in imperfect competition market, and a bit more comprehensive about the game theory. You can find it from this book, of course, in the game theory by Osborne. So for those who want to do a review and understand more about the game theory, you can find this. Okay. Jadi ini buku yang saya guna untuk kuliah kita hari ini, iaitu buku oleh Gibbons. Buku ini buku yang saya rasa yang terbaik sebabnya saya pun belajar pakai buku ni. And alhamdulillah, waktu saya belajar dulu, the whole book ni kami dah bincang. Tapi banyak part yang saya lupa. Sebabnya saya tak guna the whole teknik dalam teori ni. And then buku oleh Game Theory International Economics tu oleh oleh Millet, Macmillan. Ini buku dia summarizekan kajian-kajian dalam imperfect competition. Kemudian ini buku yang paling kelima lah, tapi ini bukan satu buku teks, tapi dia buku kajian-kajian berkaitan dengan strategic trade policy oleh Krugman, oleh Paul Krugman. Dan for those yang nak go detail tentang game theory, banyak sebenarnya buku game theory, tapi ini antara buku asas. Tapi dia more mathematics dalam buku game costing game theory oleh Osborne. So untuk kelas saya ni, saya agak lesskan menerangkan game theory dalam bentuk game theory, tapi saya menerangkan game theory dalam konteks kita dalam international economy. Okay, so itu yang kita akan perhatikan hari ini. So that's the book that you may find out in order to get more about our topic that we are going to discuss today.
Excuse me, doctor, have you share screen or something? Not yet, yeah?
Yeah,
not yet.
Yeah, I'm sharing.
Okay, but your screen is not, could not share yet. I mean,
all right.
You couldn't
give
see
me
your share screen.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Oh. Wait a minute, Doctor.
Okay, doctor.
Okay.
Macam mana saya nak buat? Saya tak boleh share screen dua Apply, copy.
Dear all student, please open your cam so would be more interactive and we uh, appreciate the lecturer. Okay, thank
Kalau
you.
saya stop mirroring, tapi di sini takkan dapat lihat kan? Okay. Wait a minute, Doctor.
Yes, okay. Now share screen is starting.
Hello.
Yes, doctor. Yeah,
Wait,
you
wait a
are
minute.
sharing screen. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yang ni kamu punya ni. Dr. Dia,
Yes, doctor.
might I leave the meeting for a while?
Yes, pardon?
Might I leave this meeting for a while?
Oh, yeah, you could.
Okay.
You could, doctor. Please do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ini Hello, Dr. Dia.
Hello, doctor.
Hello, Dr. Dia.
Hello, doctor. Yes, I am here. Hello.
Dr. Dia.
Yes, hello. Yes, yes, doctor. Hello.
Okay.
Yes, we can hear you, doctor. You could start
Can you hear
now.
me?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Kamu beri ni. Kat mana speaker? Okay. No, my student can hear your voice, but I can't. Okay, that's good. So now, if I only host can share this meeting. So can you allow me to share the screen? Hello, Dr. Dia. I cannot share the screen.
Okay, doctor, we will give you the access. Wait a moment. I could give you, but the host will give you an access. Wait. Okay, now you can share screen now. Doctor, please.
Oh, tak boleh. Hmm. Kalau saya share screen dengan dia, kamu tak boleh tengok. Kan? Saya tak boleh tak share.
Doctor.
Hello, Dr. Dia. Yes. No, but I'm with my friend in the tutorial room where we found out that I can share the screen when I share my screen, my student here. So give. Oh, okay. Then. Oh, yes, I have. So give me a minute for give me a minute for me to setting that up. Okay. Yes. Okay. Welcome. So sini siapa kamera boleh akses? Boleh. Kamu masuk ke grup tu.
Okay, doctor.
Dalam kamera kamu untuk dia orang. Letak mana kamera yang boleh? So dia orang jadi salah satu student. Boleh setting bagi kamera depan. Okay, kamera depan. Dr. Dia, Okay, can you allow my
Yes.
student
Oh,
where
is that you enter with another account or? Hello?
ada ya? Boleh. Agak boleh dapat skrin tu okey dah. Ya.
Bisa payah-payah lagi balik ke KL.
Yes, I can see the screen. I can see your classroom now.
Okay. So I don't need to share screen here, and then I go back. Okay. And then here. Jadi. Clear kat sini. So now you can hear my voice, Doctor?
Yes, yes, doctor.
Okay, that's good.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
the
clearly.
screen
And your
you can
classroom
use for
also.
the
Yeah, and your
second
whiteboard.
camera.
Yes, camera, whiteboard, of all is settling.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the whiteboard, the classroom. Okay.
Eh,
Very
zoom
good,
in
doctor.
Zoom in lagi tak dekat screen? Tak boleh. Okay. Now let's go to the part. So these are the textbook that I use for giving this lecture. Okay. Now let's go to our first topic, that is finding the Nash equilibrium. So what is the Nash equilibrium? We already know that is the concept of finding equilibrium in the game. Okay, so simply the Nash equilibrium said that we do the best, okay, or people choose the best that they can when they face the reaction, or when they choose the best strategy based on what they assume or what they anticipate their respondent or their rival will do. Okay. So let's go to the example of finding the what we call it, finding the Nash equilibrium. Okay, so I would like to use this last example that we have already done this one. So we have two player. There is beta okay. We have beta as a second player, and we have alpha for the first player. Okay. So let's say we have two strategies. Okay. Do not expand, or expand factory or a production. Do not expand and expand. So we did this example last class. So here is the payoff. So how we find the equilibrium, or the what we call it as the Nash equilibrium, is that okay, let's say we are a player one, so we anticipate that player two
do not expand. If player 2 do not expand, our best payoff is expand. No, the best payoff is 20 and the strategy is expand. So if we anticipate that beta expand, then our best strategy is expand. Okay. And from the beta point of view, if beta anticipate that alpha don't, and then the best is don't, isn't it? No, the best is not don't, but the best is expand too. Okay, because 18 and 20. Okay. So if alpha expand, then the best for beta is expand too. So by using the concept of equilibrium in game theory, there is Nash equilibrium. We said that this is the equilibrium point. There is the strategy is expand. Or we usually write that NE for this game is expand and expand. Okay, so meaning that the result of this game is expand and expand when players face this payoff. Okay. Jadi ini game yang pertama kita dah buat. Cuma saya nak ulang di sini supaya semua dapat faham dengan betul konsep Nash equilibrium ini, keseimbangan Nash. Ini contoh permainan dia. Jadi cerita permainan ni kita dah lihat pada kelas yang lepas, iaitu capacity kan. Capacity bermaksudnya mereka nak expand pengeluaran ataupun tidak. Okay. So ini game dia. So macam mana kita find Nash equilibrium ni? Okay, kita andaikan bagi game yang berbentuk statik ini ataupun continuous ini, katalah kita ni alpha, jadi kita lihat apa beta akan lakukan. Kalau beta do not expand, then the best pada kita adalah expand sebab nilai ni nilai 20 dengan 16. Sorry, 20 dengan 18. Tengok dari dengan atas So, kita tengok daripada side ni. Oh, saya pun kadang tersasul. Dapat tak? Dapat kan? Okay. Kalau beta expand, so the best pada alpha adalah expand. Okay. Then kalau daripada side beta pula, kita tengok daripada side ni. So pada beta, kalau alpha do not, then the best adalah expand. Kalau alpha expand, so, apa nama? To beta pun akan expand. So that is the first example. Okay. Now we have a second example, and we have a third example, and we have the example for extensive form. So what this first example actually told to us is about the dominant strategy. Okay, the first example here is the dominant strategy concept, where whatever player 1 or player 2, the best strategy for both players is expand. Okay. So some game we found out that there is a dominant strategy. So this is what this example want to tell us. Jadi apa yang contoh dia nak terangkan kepada kita adalah dia nak menyatakan bahawa ada game, ada situasi di luar sana yang mengatakan bahawa adanya strategi yang dominan. Okay. Ada permainan yang dominan. Okay. Ada situasi yang macam itu. Sebenarnya game ni apa? Game ni sebenarnya satu peraturan dalam permainan. Dan kita gunakan dia sebab kita nak melihat apa decision yang akan dilakukan apabila mereka menghadapi masalah. Sebab teori ekonomi, kalau kita belajar, sebenarnya dia menceritakan satu situasi di luar sana. Contohnya, macam yang paling simple kamu belajar permintaan. So, kita mengatakan bahawa harga turun, permintaan akan meningkat. So, situasi itu digambarkan dengan teori permintaan. So begini juga yang dia ini, dia menggambarkan situasi bila kita ada pilihan dan payoff dia macam ni, dia akan jadi dominant strategi. So dominant strategi ni apabila payoff dia berbentuk begini ya. Okay. Alright. So that for now we don't have a time for the second example, but I would like to go through to the third example that I choose today. So the third example today is the model that we usually learn or we usually heard about it. There is prisoner dilemma. Prisoner dilemma. Okay. Have you heard about it? Pernah dengar tak prisoner dilemma? Tak pernah kan? Okay. So let's see what is the prisoner dilemma. So prisoner dilemma want to show the situation where a player have a dilemma. Okay. So this is a story that create this dilemma. Two suspects in a crime are put into separate cells. So they need to choose whether to confess or not. So let's say we have a first prisoner here and the second prisoner here. Okay, so they can choose whether to do not confess or to confess. Similar to the first to prisoner, there is to confess or not confess. Okay. So now, here is the payoff 3, 3, 0, 4, 4, 0, and 1, 1. Okay, let's say here is the what we call it? The payoff. So now find out the Nash equilibrium within this game. Okay. So ini model yang kita panggil prisoner dilemma yang memang kamu pernah belajar. Pernah belajar kan? Prisoner dilemma. Okay. So now cuba cari Nash equilibrium prisoner dilemma. Okay. So we don't have time because I want to jump up to our model today. So the Nash equilibrium in this point is that if we are a first player, then if failure to confess, and the best for us is to confess. Okay. If player to confess, and the best for us is to confess. Okay. Isn't it? Is it true? Betul ke? Betul. Betul. Okay. So if if first do not confess, and then the best is to confess, and if first confess, and the best of this second player is to confess. Okay. Okay. So if dapat kan? So satu-satu tu adalah dia punya payoff yang dia orang dapat. Okay. Dalam kes ini payoff ni saya rasa bukan tahun penjara ni. Kan? Kalau tahun penjara mestilah bagus sebab dia orang dapat satu-satu kan. Okay, yang ni mungkin dia punya denda. Okay. Ini contoh dia punya denda. Okay. So the fine that they need to pay. Oh no, if the fine is they need to pay, 3 is the worst right? Prisoner dilemma sepatutnya the worst. Saya kena tengok balik yang ni. Okay. because the best for them is to get the white. Okay, not this white. Okay. Nanti dia punya story tu saya kena tengok balik apa dia punya payoff. So let me check the meaning of this payoff, whether fines or the time in jail or what. Saya akan tengok balik confess tu. So by the way, prisoner dilemma want to tell us that there is a free rider in the market. Okay, so they cannot reach what we call it as the social optimal payoff because some of the player in this case will cheat or be a free rider. Okay. Jadi prisoner cuba cerita kepada kita bahawa ada kes dalam situasi decision di luar sana, ada orang yang cuba menipu. Okay, dan juga dia cuba ada kita panggil free rider, dapat faedah dengan percuma. Okay. Contohnya apabila kita nak menjaga sungai, okay. So kita nak menjaga sungai, kita ataupun yang selalu digunakan tangkapan ikan lah, kita nak jaga tangkapan ikan, so kita sama-sama jaga sungai, tapi ada orang akan ambil peluang daripada sungai itu, dia akan tangkap ikan lebih banyak. Okay, itu contoh-contoh yang prisoner dilemma. Okay. Dalam analisis ekonomi sebenarnya apa yang kita nak perhatikan bukanlah dalam bentuk-bentuk begini. But before we go straight to that point, let me introduce to you this concept. There is sub-game perfectness equilibrium. Okay, sub-game perfectness equilibrium. Sub-game perfectness equilibrium where we analyze a dynamic game. Okay, dynamic game. Dynamic game where a game have a sequential movement of the stage of the game. Okay. Also be called as extensive form or the game tree. So we put a minute for looking this game tree. In our last example, we have a case where the alpha and beta, alpha be a first player and alpha will choose whether do not expand or expand, and then beta have a choice to expand or do not expand. So the first player come in the first node and the second player come here, where in this sequential game we assume that beta can see, not only anticipate but beta know the result of the choice of alpha. In the previous example of the prisoner dilemma, player cannot and don't know what the first or the other player do. They just anticipate. But here in a sequential game or this dynamic game, second player know exactly what the choice of the first player, and then the first player also know what is the choice of the second player, because they know all this story. In the game point of view, or in the game jargon or the term, we call it perfect and complete information. So all players have all the information about the rationale of player and all information about the story of the game. Dalam konteks ini, kita namakan dia dalam game theory sebagai perfect dan complete information. Okay. Lengkap dan tepat. Informasi yang lengkap dan tepat bermaksud player ni dia tahu apa player 2 buat dan player 2 pun tahu apa player pertama buat. Okay. So, dalam game theory ada satu lagi part kita boleh analisis bagi incomplete and imperfect. Okay. Kita tak tahu story antara player dia tak tahu story pun boleh dianalisis dalam konteks ini. So today we are going to use this type of dynamic analysis. Okay, this type of dynamic analysis. If we want to look on the example of this analysis, we can use the Stackelberg model. Okay, Stackelberg model. You already learned this Stackelberg model in microeconomics, ya? Kan kamu dah belajar kan Stackelberg ni dalam microeconomics. Pernah tak? Dalam mikroekonomi kamu pernah belajar iaitu Kurno. Okay, kamu pernah belajar Kurno. Ataupun dipanggil sebagai Kurnot. Kalau tak silap dipanggil bunyi dia Kurno. Orang Itali rasanya Kurno ni. Okey. Ini dalam bentuk dia adalah simultaneous. Simultaneous. Okay. Macam yang game kita main tadi tu. Itu Kurno. Tapi Stackelberg ini dia berbentuk dynamic. Okay, di mana kalau kita ada dua firm, okay, firm yang pertama yang choose quantity dulu. Okay, kemudian baru datang, kalau kita ambil ini step dia, yang kedua, firm kedua choose the quantity. Itu yang berlaku. Okay. So in the Stackelberg model, we have two firms. So there is a duopoly. So first firm choose the quantity, and then come the second firm choose the quantity. So instead of creating the game tree, we can use the formula. Okay. So because firm one can choose a strategy, there is pi, there is larger or equal to 0. So that is the strategy. Okay. So if we want to draw the game tree, it's too much tree that you need to draw it. Okay. To show that the amount of profit is 1, 2, 3, and so on and so forth. Instead of using this kind of illustration, we just can use what we call it the normal what we call it profit function. So we can write the profit function of a firm like this one that illustrate the payoff for this okay. So here is the payoff of firm. There is the profit function. So now in this profit function, we found out that the profit of firm is not only its own quantity, but also the opponent of the rival quantity. Okay. So the firm maximize this quantity. And in this case, firm to also have this kind of payoff. Okay, dalam case ini kita dapati firm dia memaksimumkan kuantiti dia bukan sahaja dengan memaksimumkan pengeluarannya sendiri, tapi mengambil kira pengeluaran daripada firm yang kedua. Okey, pengeluaran daripada firm yang kedua. Okey, apa yang berlaku dalam kes ini adalah cumanya kita dapati firm yang kedua, okey, the second firm, as the second firm come to the second stage. So when we analyze this game, we analyze from the second stage, there is the second firm profit function. So for second firm profit function is pi 2 for the second what we call second firm, and a function of Q2 and Q1 and Q2 times A minus Q1 minus Q2 minus C. Okay. All right. So we don't have time today, but next week during our class on Monday, inshallah, I will give the complete calculation for the Stackelberg. Okay. Because I want to give a lecture to our friend from Indonesia about the Brendar and Spancer. So let's jump to this point. Let's jump to that analysis. Okay, because you already have about just 10 minutes more. So now, Stackelberg told us about this kind of dynamic analysis. Jadi Stackelberg tunjuk kat kita satu model mudah syarikat dia bergerak dalam bentuk stage. Contoh syarikat yang macam tu adalah apabila ada syarikat satu yang dia dominan ataupun dia leader dalam pasaran, so dia akan hasilkan barang dulu. Contohnya kalau kita di Malaysia pernah kajian dibuat dalam sektor banking, contohnya Maybank. Maybank dia adalah dominan dalam pasaran kita. Jadi Maybank selalunya yang keluar produk baru. Kalau di Amerika contohnya dalam pasaran kereta General Motors. Jadi General Motors akan keluarkan barang. Okay. Sebab dia ada advantage dekat situ. Jadi model itu boleh digambarkan dengan Stackelberg. Okay. Dalam bentuk dynamic ini. So now we come to the idea of Brendar and Spancer. What Brendar and Spancer want to tell us is that there is the non-cooperative behavior, non-comparative behavior of firm in international market. Non-cooperative behavior. Okay. In international market. Non-cooperative behavior between firms and between government. Between firms and government. Governments. Okay. So in this case, government can use the export subsidy to give advantage to its firm. Jadi kalau pasaran itu dalam keadaan pasaran persaingan sempurna, model ini nak tunjukkan bahawa kerajaan boleh memainkan peranan dengan memberikan subsidi kepada pengguna, kepada firm, okay, untuk dia dapat pasaran di pasaran antarabangsa. Okay. So let's jump to the model. Okay, we don't have time, so let's go to the models of the analysis. So we have two firms. We have two firms from two countries. Okay, each in a country. Okay, and then they sell all product to the third market. So they have a third market. So to make this analysis simple, we assume that firms only sell those products in the third market. So now what happened to this analysis is that, so let's say here is the profit function of a firm, X, Y, and given S. So we assume that first stage government gave subsidy. Second stage firm compete. In this case, compete ala Kurno. Okay, so let's assume that there is a second stage, two stage. The first stage, government set the subsidy, and the second stage, firm compete ala Kurno. Okay, so kita andaikan sekarang game ini adalah dalam bentuk dua stage. Stage yang pertama, government dia set subsidi, dia bagi subsidi. Stage yang kedua, firm akan bersaing dalam kurun. Jadi kita bermula analisis kita dengan second stage. Okay. Jadi ini dia punya profit function bagi firm. So profit function bagi firm X P X plus Y minus CX plus SX. Okay. So here is profit function for, let's say, country 1. Okay. Profit for country 1, or in this text, it call it as country home. Okay, profit function for the country home firm. Okay, jadi ini profit function bagi apa? Syarikat di negara domestik ataupun negara home. Okay. Bagi syarikat yang di negara satu lagi ataupun negara foreign, dalam kes ini kita gambarkan dia macam ni. Okay, pi asterisk sama dengan y, p x plus y minus c asterisk y. Okay, y adalah keluaran syarikat foreign. Okay, so this is the profit for a country foreign or foreign country firm. Okay, so ini dia punya profit function bagi foreign country firm. Okay, so perhatikan perbezaan antara profit function home dengan profit function foreign adalah part ini. Okay, part ini So beza dia apa? Beza dia bagi home dia ada subsidi. In this case, we assume that home government gave a subsidy to each firm for competing in the international market. Ini model yang disebutkan macam mana berlaku persaingan dalam pasaran antarabangsa apabila syarikat mendapat subsidi daripada kerajaan. Okay. So now what happened? So in order to see this analysis, okay, so we just take the first order condition of the profit function of firm. So there is pi x equal to xp prime plus p minus 2, or not minus 2, minus c x. So the subscript x here show the derivative, okay, plus s equal to 0. Okay, so let's put the second equation here, and with the second order condition pi x x. So pi x mean delta pi or delta x, yeah, and pi x x here is x x, yeah? X x is delta pi to pi x asterisk x, not as what we call it partial x, okay. So equal to the 2 pi plus x pi prime minus c x x. So here is 0. Okay. Not 0. Less or negative. Okay. Less than 0, that is negative. So I'm sorry, I need to stop here. so we can continue later on our discussion about analysis of the strategic trade policy. A bit hard for you to understand this point, I know, because I jump a lot from point to point because we don't have a time enough for explaining in detail about this topic. So saya rasa memang kamu agak kurang faham ataupun kurang jelas. But by the way, kelas akan datang kita akan teruskan lagi perbincangan kita dengan lebih detail tentang topik ini. Sebab yang apa yang saya nak tunjukkan adalah bagaimana kita nak tunjukkan bahawa syarikat mendapat keuntungan daripada subsidi tersebut. Now, Dr. Dia.
Yes, doctor. Yes, doctor.
Yeah, I'm sorry, we need to stop here. It's time now.
Okay, doctor. Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you very much for joining my class today.
Yeah, thank you very much, doctor. We have a new insight about international trade, the new theory. So thank you very much.
Yes.
I hope we can have another lecturer, next or next meeting. Thank you very much, doctor, and thank you very much, student. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Miss.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you.
Yo,
Thank you, Dr. Mizan.
yes, thank you.